The Bible is like this, the Bible is like that is an overused phrase, but I'm going to use it again. The Bible is like a map to a priceless treasure, but like any map, it only works if we have the origin correct. So to understand a map, we have to first place it within the correct context. Just like the Bible, we have to have it within the correct context for it to make sense and to lead us where we want to go. This is how, at the centrality of it, is it going to reveal Jesus, or is it going to reveal, how does this scripture apply to me? That's not what I think you sound like, I'm sorry. Every time I do that, I'm like, you shouldn't have done that. Why? Okay. If the origin point for your map, for the word, is to say, when you come to the Bible, you're reading it, is it, I wonder what scripture I'm going to read today and how it applies to me and to my day? Or is it, I cannot wait to open scripture and see how Jesus is revealed to me today? Your origin point of that map is going to lead you to Jesus or into a journey that is constantly using scripture to affirm you and to encourage you and to pat you on the back and to say, you're doing great, look at you, go, as opposed to the humility and the transformative reality of saying every scripture is revealing Jesus in some way. It's either pointing to Jesus, it's either talking to us about Jesus, or it's telling us what has happened because of Jesus. And that is our origin point. If I gave you a map and at the beginning point of the map, it said, and sorry, don't hear me say it's not okay to like get affirmation and encouragement out of reading verses. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that when we read them on a little calendar that has the number and you rip it off and it's just like one verse that's sitting there completely out of context and you go, oh, the Lord is speaking to me today. No, you're speaking to you today. You might as well go in the mirror and just say nice things to yourself. Context matters because the original meaning of that verse matters. And for you to understand what it's truly saying to you today, it would be wise to say, I wonder what that verse means before I pluck it out. And you know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyway, so if I gave you a map and the map said, start at the old oak tree, every single one of us would start at a different point unless we had an agreement that's saying start by the old oak tree that's right next to Living Waters property right along Jackson Street. Then we would all know where it begins. And so I want us to say, what is our old oak tree when we come to the map of Scripture? It is the centrality of Jesus and the revelation of Jesus and the belief that the Spirit of the living God has preserved Scripture as a revelatory story of Jesus and God's reconciliation of himself to us, or of us to himself, I should say. So, does that make sense? Okay.